Hello, Mr. President. This is Chuck Thompson. I did business with you when you were mayor in Davao Mindanao and wanted to bless those who are less fortunate with some food. I brought about 6,000 kilos of rice for you to take up and distribute freely to those within the mountain areas that were going hungry, and reports saying perhaps they were trying to survive by eating rats. And thank you very much for allowing me to serve at that time. But now greater things need to take place, and you are in a greater position to do just that for the people here in the Philippines. And not just here in the country, but as you've reported, especially in the Middle East, where a great deal of Filipino work power is taking place. And we would like to provide for those overseas workers and their stay there. You indicated that you had a proposal, actually a partnership, with the King of Saudi Arabia. And we'd like to provide a proposal for a joint venture to be added on to that deal that was done between you and the King in Saudi Arabia. We know that hospital facilities, medical facilities are needed for the Filipino people that are working abroad there. And not just, of course, in Saudi Arabia, but other areas throughout the Middle East. We believe that the Philippines can build those medical facilities here in the Philippines and ship them throughout the entire Middle East, starting in Saudi Arabia. We'd like to do more than just a pilot plant for these facilities. Now, these are not just any run-of-the-mill medical facilities. They will be state-of-the-art renewable energy units, emergency medical facilities, run on renewable energy. As you know, the entire Middle East, especially in Saudi Arabia, are trying to wean themselves off of oil and establish a new economy to replace the revenues that they would receive from oil in the country and throughout the rest of the world, being a member of OPEC. All OPEC members actually are doing the same thing, weaning themselves off oil and establishing other lines of businesses and corporations and revenue to replace the revenue from oil. Now, we believe that the Philippines will be the profitable venture that they all need to seek, having not just portable medical facilities being built in the Philippines by the Filipino people and being shipped there to be utilized by the Filipino people, but also be utilized by the citizens in Saudi Arabia, the citizens throughout the Middle East. And we will expand these portable renewable energy facilities into homes and schools and offices and emergency medical units and portable farms. A new facilities industry run by renewable energy, and all of those facilities, those portable renewable energy centers, built right here in the Philippines by the Filipino people. Millions of jobs will be produced pretty much immediately to handle the needs that is taking place there. And it's not just construction, but of course you need a whole host of employment to be able to manufacture them, to market them, to ship them, to design new components, And you need the schools in the Philippines, the colleges, the higher learning institutions to develop new technology that will go into these facilities. Now, I have several proposals that I would like to give to you, but one in regards to all of the colleges and universities throughout the Philippines will benefit immediately. The students, it is called the USC, University Saves Country. The innovations that will be built there by the students themselves, supervised by the corporations, and sponsored by other corporations throughout the Philippines and throughout the Middle East, as well as the king, will provide the revenues, the jobs, and the new infrastructure that is proposed to be built here within the country. Yes, the golden age can be funded. The 8.4 trillion pesos that has been proposed for new infrastructure over the next 6 years can be double that. I'm proposing 16.8 trillion pesos. I believe that that will be the revenues that will be immediately earned on an annual basis through the proposal of the USC, University Saves Country, and the Watchmen program, and the joint venture that you will have with the Middle Eastern people, all of the nations, not just the king in Saudi Arabia. I'd appreciate very much if we can establish a meeting where I can give you all of the fine details in regards to this proposal